Hey yo, what's up everybody, it's in JJ. Today we're gonna basically talk about Celsius, and of course on the platform that you have heard of. Basically it's a place that where you can put your crypto in, and after that from there you will generate you some passive income. But unfortunately within this year itself, during the Luna crash and after that the bear market and everything, Celsius decided to basically halt their withdrawals, and after that from there filed for bankruptcy protection. So I would say, disclaimer itself, yes, previously I was affiliated with Celsius and I'm bringing you the latest news as of today, 8th of October 2022, maybe at 3:25 when I'm recording this video itself. I would say it's Singapore time. So over here on the video itself, yes, I was affiliated with Celsius, basically bringing opportunity to the platform, to the community, basically my community, my viewers. If let's say you have been following me for a long time itself, you have seen that I have done lots of shit in the crypto space, basically finding ways to generate some additional income, some way, somewhat on the internet, and of course from there doing minimum work. And of course I would say all of the platforms that I have been affiliating with or promoting or shilling, you might call it, to be honest, I'm not paid by them. I would say that most of them, they are not paying me. It's basically me doing it out of goodwill to basically promote the platform so I can earn additional income for the channel itself, so I can basically invest it into other projects and of course risk it first before you guys basically jump on board. So I have already been very transparent on the channel itself, basically talking about Celsius, talking about Hodernut, about whatever platform that you can think of that can generate you some passive income. And of course I see that it is somehow reasonable, logical way of them generating some cash and after that paying you guys before I introduce it to you. If let's say it's too sketchy, offering me like 50% of their commission fee or whatsoever, I'm not gonna do that. Not doing it because of the money, but of course definitely I need the money to survive, so I'm doing this type of content. So I would say, disclaimer itself, I'm gonna basically shield some other project out there. If let's say you are interested in generating additional passive income opportunity out there, there is definitely the similar type of project, and of course paying higher yields, and of course I would say stability, I would say quite stable, not affected by the market as of now. So over here previously on Celsius itself, we're gonna talk about on my channel. So my channel itself, if you have been viewing, basically over here I have done a update basically when Celsius went for this withdrawal, and after the withdrawal halt and after the bankruptcy protection. I'm gonna leave it, and after that it's gonna pop up on the right corner of the screen. If you want to watch the video, just watch it. So what happened on Celsius itself, they have basically been affected through the market on the July of 25th or July earlier. Basically over here what happened is Celsius are unable to pay everybody out with their withdrawal, and of course from there their balance sheet was in deficit, basically a negative zone. Therefore they are unable to fulfill the request of withdrawals, and after that from there they filed for this bankruptcy protection act, and after that I give an update. And of course during that time itself, there was some hope slash glimpse of hope, I would say, light over there. You might be thinking that okay, when they file for this protection itself, for my case itself, I have money in, and after that from there I would say yeah, they might actually do something and of course be able to repay the withdrawals by maybe by installment or something like that. But as of today itself, the news that I've seen, it doesn't look that way. It looks like it is a fraud slash scam on the market itself from the CEO, and after that from there it's very disappointing because Celsius itself has been, their slogan is unbanking from the bank, and after that from there basically unbankrupt yourself and stuff like this. This type of slogan itself, I would say it was quite, to be honest, they gain a lot of trust in the crypto space because whatever they are doing, and after that from there pulling you away from the bank, the middleman, and after that from there offering you higher APY. So I would say on the APY side itself, it is reasonable, it's logical that they can basically generate it if let's say they have done their risk assessment more properly, and after that from there reducing the rates. I mean the rates is really quite shitty, but of course if they reduce the rate to basically sustain themselves, I believe this won't happen. But of course due to over leveraging and after that greediness and of course failure of risk management, it came down today. And after that, without further ado, I'm going to show you what do I have on Celsius. Alright, so before I review what I have on Celsius itself, I would really appreciate you guys if you guys can hit the thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and of course from there help my channel grow. And of course we are going to basically pop up the screen over here, so I'm going to show you the website. So over here on Celsius itself, they have this site over here. This is their official home site. I mean the UI and everything, it looks awesome, and after it looks legit. But of course you can see withdrawal, swap and transfer has been paused, so I'm gonna basically review my amount over there. Not a very huge amount, but of course something over there I would really appreciate if I can get it out, and of course can invest it into other projects. So over here, this is my total balance. Basically all of the coin added together is around 7,000 US dollar, and of course fluctuating up and down, and the Celsius reward they have generated, I would say on Celsius itself pretty much I have already broke even, or I would say profited off the platform, due to the early days when I was yielding Celsius token, and of course I already sold like half of whatever I generated. But this other half itself, I would say, is not there forever and it can't be touched due to the what is that, basically the halt of withdrawal and the Bankruptcy Protection Act. So whatever you have over here on Celsius, I would say just treat it as a digital money that you can't really touch or see. It's basically over there, but you don't technically own it because you can't withdraw it. So it is upsetting over here. 6,000 over Celsius. I mean, like during the peak itself, Celsius was like, I do not know, maybe you can say maybe a few $3 or $4 or something like that. Yeah, basically over here the balance, total balance I have, to see that Celsius itself I've been holding like almost 40k, but of course eventually I withdrew some to basically do some DeFi stuff, and yeah, luckily I did that, because otherwise I would be deficit on Celsius. But I would say fortunately enough, I am still in the positive zone with Celsius, not trying to rub salt onto those who are losing money, but of course it's just my own experience. So how do I play the game on this type of investment itself? I'm going to explain it later on. So over here, Bitcoin itself, I have around $200. Uniswap, which I would say it was my, yeah, well, I bought this Uniswap and after that didn't get it for free or whatsoever, but yeah, it's stuck here, I can't get it out. And of course for the synthetic token itself, Synthetics, SNX, also one of my investment that I bought, and hopefully it will strike or something, but eventually it's not going up. So I would say not really much on Celsius anymore. So only a few legitimate, I mean not legitimate, but of course other than Celsius, I have some other crypto like Bitcoin, Uniswap, and after the SNX. And of course over here for Celsius is my largest holding of back, because I previously believe Celsius is going to do something, and of course with their token itself, they have some logical reward cycle spinning shit or something like that, which looks logical. And after that, from there, it is recycling the token itself to basically show that the token will bring a lot of value in the future if they manage to sustain themselves. But unfortunately, no, they are not sustaining themselves, so shit happens. So over here, can't withdraw it or anything. Click on send. Oh, too bad, currently the transfers are paused. So this over here is upsetting, so I've already like took this out of my portfolio. I would say everything over here is, yeah, zero. I can't really take it out. So over here, if you want to look at the latest news itself, you can head over to their case to basically see whatever is happening, the latest court hearing and everything. Over here, I'm going to link it down below on the YouTube description. And of course, if you want to, right now we're going to jump into the latest news of Celsius. So on Twitter itself, Twitter news, I would say on Celsius itself, you head over to the trending for you, maybe for me is Celsius, so I click on it, and yeah, I mean like there's fuck ton of Celsius related keywords. And after that, from there over here, I didn't get docs on the Celsius file. So over here, what is going on with Celsius itself? Basically, Celsius submitted some documents to the court, and after that, the court released the document on the public internet, basically on the internet archive or something like that. And of course, there's thousands of clients names being released, and after that being basically their whole ledger. So the whole public ledger of their account history has been released. So over here you can see that if you click on the image itself, basically over here, public, new, blah blah blah, Celsius, and after my political. So over here you can see that the CEO has withdrew almost like how much, I do not know, but of course later on you can see. So over here there's some public ledger that is ongoing on the internet itself, and after that, from there, yeah, people are being doxxed. Basically over here you can see address, whatever username towards the address, and after that, from there, the dates of whatever transaction. So the public history of ledger, of Celsius ledger, has been released to the court, and after that the court published it on the local on the internet. So what is happening now is basically the largest I would say Data Protection Act leak or something like that. Basically you could call it a leak or something. So if you scroll up itself, we can see that basically over here some guys track the CEO's wife basically stole $2.7 million, which she have cashed out on the 31st May, right before Celsius froze trading. So over here there's some insider shit going on, and after that, from there, they are basically, they are the owners, they know what the fuck is gonna happen next, what's the decision next. And after that, over here you can see the top executive at bankrupt crypto lender Celsius Network withdrew at least 30 million in crypto for the month in the month before suspending the customer's withdrawal. So over here, I believe whatever is available, they have withdrew it, and after that from there they have came to a conclusion that, oh, because of the customer's funds that we can't really take it out or whatsoever. So on Bloomberg itself, they have explained or make an article about it, which we are going to go through together. So over here, transaction shows bankruptcy document filed in the New York, basically filing say the former CEO had put around 10 millions with his other buddies of the top executive, put almost 30 millions in total, and after that we scroll down, oh shit man, I can't read it, you have to pay for it. So I would say I'm just going to explain it to you. So over here, for the explanation itself, from what I'm seeing over here as a layman or a normal person, I would say that Celsius itself, they knew that they're going to hit into the wall, and after that from there what they are doing next is simple. They withdrew whatever funds is available / reasonable, unquestionable, and of course from there they made the withdrawal, and after that from there make it seems that the company go bankrupt. But unfortunately, the facts itself, what is clear to me is simple. What is very clear on Celsius itself, before the course, as of now they released the ledger and everything, so they have basically, the public has all of the transaction history / record of the top executive, the clients and everything, and of course your file might be there, and of course your public information might be there. So I would say this is the shittiest data leak ever, because with this data itself, people can basically dox you, can basically steal your identity, and after that impersonate you to do a swap SIM card, hacking or whatsoever, some social engineering shit. So over here, what's clear on Celsius itself, the top executive, they have withdrew their funds, and after that from there they paused the withdrawal for everybody, telling them that you can't withdraw, and after that from there, those who have favors or special connection with the CEO or the top executive, they will have the insider news that shit is going to happen, so faster withdraw your funds. So I believe that was what happened, and of course some YouTubers out there, those are very bullish on Celsius, and after that quite a big name for Celsius. I would say those big promoters itself, they have been found that they have been advocating people to put their funds into Celsius regardless of the situation, and after that eventually, yeah, when all of this shit happened, the promoter itself withdrew his funds, and after that from there, yeah, basically when he withdrew himself, but also advocating people to put in their crypto. So eventually when Celsius hot their withdrawals and everything, who profited the most? I would say the promoter, and of course the top executive on the Celsius network itself. So what is clear itself, I would say, to be honest, I do not have hope or any kind of, I would say, yeah, basically no hope for Celsius. Definitely with this news ongoing, they withdrew the funds, so you might be thinking, okay, so they know that they withdrew the funds, so maybe the FBI or the SEC can freeze their funds or something like that. Is the crypto space. They can just say that, I do not know where the funds go. They can use a Tumblr and tell you, I do not know where the funds go. And after that, from there, there is no freaking way to basically retrieve the funds in the crypto space. If let's say you talk about money laundering, you rob a bank, and after that from there you took the money and you hid it inside underground for 10 years. When you get out of jail, you go back and you dig it up and you start using it. I mean, the bills itself will be marked, and of course from there it will be, I mean, with this case out there, there is like movies about it, and after that from there, how telling you how people get away with traditional cash robbing or whatsoever. Think about crypto. Is the crypto space is digital, and of course from there, tumbling / laundering crypto itself is much more easier due to the privacy protection that the ecosystem has created. And of course from there, to be honest, if let's say even though they have been filing for this, they got sued, they go to jail, I would say top itself with the fanciest lawyer, the most they get is 10 to 15 years or even lesser, out of good behavior or whatsoever, maybe 8 years. They get out of there, they are going to still be a millionaire. So the funds that they have stolen will basically be untrackable, and after that from there they will still leave a millionaire. So I would say this is something wrong with the system, because the system itself, if you are hardworking or whatsoever, you don't really reap from it. And of course if you become a robber or a white collar hacker, I mean a white collar criminal or something like that, definitely 10 years 20 years is okay, because within these 10 years 20 years you are still a freaking millionaire, and of course you will have the funds for the rest of your life. And after that, remember that I'm not advocating you to go become a white collar criminal or whatsoever, but just an expression about me feeling towards the system. But of course it's the system, you can't change it. I mean, like, I'm nobody, I'm not a prime minister or something, I'm just a YouTuber basically doing my freedom of speech on YouTube in Southeast Asia. And of course I would say, yeah, basically for Celsius itself, no much hope. But of course if let's say if you guys are interested in other platform itself, I would definitely start shilling with you guys. If let's say you want to look for something similar, I would say Haru Invest itself is one of the platforms that I am interested in. I mean, have invested in, and of course, to be honest, have I withdrew my funds? Yes, definitely. After the Celsius fiasco or everything, I would say I do not have much fun in it, but of course, definitely there is still something there. Not, I would say, not a saving like $1,000, because to be honest, as of now, the crypto's financial status itself, I'm not really doing well, to be honest, from YouTube and after that from affiliate and everything, because everything I do is pegged to crypto. So when the price dip itself, I would have lesser to basically take home, to basically put food on the table for my family. So I would say definitely if you want to use Haru itself, use it at your own risk, because this is a centralized exchange, a centralized financial institute product itself. Definitely shit can happen, something like Celsius can happen. They can just halt your withdrawals, and after that, from there, all your money is gone. But of course, if you are willing to take the risk, this is the amount that you can yield. To be honest, over here, not so bad. And after that, from there, if you want to all this is 3 month, 1 month, and 3 month lockup. So if you want something flexible itself, you can earn up to as high as 14%. And of course, if you do flexible term itself, you will earn lesser. So if you lock up your funds, you will earn more. Why do I trust Haru itself? Because they recently went to Singapore to do a meet and greet, and after that, from there, unfortunately I wasn't able to be there due to some personal issues. And after that, from there, I would say, yeah, basically the team itself over there, they have been quite helpful, and after that, quite friendly about whatever that they're gonna do. And after that, they have been telling me about some promotions ongoing, but of course I can't disclose it because they have not release it to the public yet. And of course, I will not be a whistleblower or a sucker that shares this type of stuff. And after that, from there, I would say it's just good for me to know. And of course, if let's say I know something bad is ongoing, definitely I will share it with you guys, so you guys can basically be prepared for it. But as of now, there's nothing bad ongoing with Haru, and after that, from there, I do not know. Maybe the next day they might just close and shut down. To be honest, nobody knows when it's gonna happen. But of course, I would say if you are willing to take the risk, go ahead and do it. And after that, from there, only put a amount that you can afford to lose. So for my case, as of today, I would say my portfolio has been at 700k high, but of course today it has already tanked to like 200 over k US dollar. But of course, I would not be putting more than what I can afford to lose. So I would say I can't really afford to lose $1,000 right now, because whatever I'm hodling right now is for the next bull market, and hopefully the next bull market will treat me well. And after that, from there, yeah, hopefully I can live off my crypto investment or something like that. But of course, if you want to try to generate additional Bitcoin or Ethereum or US Tether, feel free to try on Haru. And after that, I've come to the end of the video. If you like the video, kindly leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notification. And I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye bye, peace.